Day 23. Dissatisfied. This is a book about a book. A little book. A little book that sat high up on a high shelf in a very tall bookcase, the sort you might have at home. The bookcase where this book lived was full to bursting with books. Books full of love stories, books about old wars and kings and queens, books with pictures, books without. There were very serious books, and there were books that would make you laugh if you opened them. The horror books were scary. The cookery books were delicious, and the dictionary, well, the dictionary was there too. But the book this book is about, the little book, way up there, it didn't know what it was about. It didn't know what was in its pages. I certainly don't know. Do you? This made the little book sad. Lots of people came to the bookcase, and they often took a book. A big fat one about a detective, a tall glossy one about birds and flowers, an old one in a strange language even the person holding it didn't understand. The books would come and go, sometimes there were new ones, until they were all jostling for space, trying not to fall off the shelves. But our little book, all the way at the top, lying on its side on top of other much more important books, was never, ever taken out for the day. She was never read, so she never knew what she was about, and she was worried that she never would. One day, she started crying. Yes, books can cry too. "Why does no one want to read me?" she said to herself. Except she obviously didn't say it to herself because a book about horse riding heard her. "What's the matter, little book?" "I'm sad because I've never left this shelf. Nobody wants to read me." "I'm sure that's not true. You know, I've only ever been read once. I think someone wanted to start a hobby and lost interest. Nobody's ever seen page 20. This didn't make the little book feel any better. In fact, she cried even more. "Oi, I'm getting all wet," shouted a true crime book from the shelf below. "You want to watch yourself." "Please be gentle with the little book," said a psychology book, also on the shelf below. "Tell us, why do you think that no one wants to read you?" Books don't have chins, but this one would have stroked his. "I'm not sure," she said. "I think it's because I don't know what I'm about. How can anyone read a book if it's not about anything?" "Aha," said the psychology book. "I believe you may be suffering from the identity crisis." "What does that mean?" asked a Monopoly set from the very bottom, but nobody understood because nobody spoke board game. Luckily, the true crime book wanted to ask the same question. "What does that mean?" "It means she is not sure who she is. This is most unsettling. Tell us, how does it make you feel?" he asked. "Sad," she said. "Yes, and what else?" "I don't know. I don't have any words for it," she said. There was a growl and a roar, and all the books quivered, the little book most of all. "Oh no!" she cried. "A Tyrannosaurus!" "No," growled the creature. "Not a Tyrannosaurus. A thesaurus." And sure enough, poking out from the middle shelf was a big green book with little arms. "I help you find the words you need. You feel sad? What about heartbroken, mournful, disconsolate?" She thought. "What about bad?" "Abysmal, terrible, dissatisfied?" "Yes," she said. "I feel dissatisfied." "Oh, no, dissatisfied, that won't do at all," said the psychology book, and then it went very quiet as it was thinking about what to do next. "I'm dissatisfied," repeated the little book, "and I'm dissatisfied about being dissatisfied." The psychology book almost fainted. This was all too much. "Jump!" shouted the true crime book. "I dare ya. That'll make a good story." "But it's so high," said the little book. "And look, someone's coming."
"No, jumping really is rather fun." "Yeah, do it."
There is something to be said for bold action.
"Jump, jump,"
started the true crime book and the psychology book. "Jump, jump," and the thesaurus. "Dive, plunge." The little book teetered on the edge. She was looking down on top of someone's brown hair. "Oh, I hope I don't hit them," she thought.
"Jump, jump, jump, leap."
She closed her eyes and dropped. She fell. She span. And plop, landed right into the person's hand. She opened her eyes to see a face looking up at the shelf where the little book had just come from. Then the face smiled and carried the little book over to a chair. "This is it," she thought. "I'm about to find out what I'm about." The fingers tickled as they found the edge of the cover, pulled, levered, and there were gasps from the bookcase. The little book's pages were empty. "Oh no," she cried. "I'm empty. I have no words. What will I do?" But then the person picked up a pen and clicked it. The whole bookcase gasped again, which woke up the dictionary.
"Notebook, noun, a book of plain paper or paper with lines for writing on. Seems she could be about anything."
"Once upon a time," went the pen.